Start with Skip in Belmead. He wants to talk about ice. What's up, Skip?
Hi. Before I talk about ice, did you ever look up what country has the most windmills?
It's this guy again. I did actually. The United States the United States has more active windmill farms than China.
Well, that's false. But does China have any? Because Donnie said they have none.
That's not what he said. That's false. He said they have them, they build them, and they don't spin. I mean, do you want me to pull the clip up? I mean, you're telling me that I'm saying false things. You're saying false things. What do you have to say about ice?
Fake news.
I mean, golly, dude, how much money did your parents leave you? Like, because you'll stay on the phone waiting for Matt Murphy to answer you for like 4 hours. You'll stay on the phone waiting for me to answer you for like 2 hours. Like, is the trust fund that good?
It's great to be self-employed.
Okay.
Do you think I'm just sitting here listening to these shows when I make these calls?
You do tell me. I don't want to imagine what your life is like.
Well, I bike 20 miles a day, so I make calls while riding, and I'm doing work on my computer right now.
Super strong. What do you think? What do you think about ice?
Oh, they're terrific. They're getting rid of all the murderers and all the rapists. I'm sure at least 10% of the people they've captured are murderers and rapists. You know, the fact that the other 90% are not violent criminals or even U.S. citizens, no big deal. Now, I really don't care.
The U.S. citizens that have been detained by ICE, they tend to throw objects, spit, impede, obstruct, throw punches. Why would an officer of the law want to detain somebody like that? And I'll tell you what, I've seen story after story that is absolutely horrific. How come you don't get upset when you see an illegal alien raping an 11-year-old girl at knife point? And why don't you call into liberal news stations and say, why aren't you guys covering this? Why aren't you upset? Why aren't you upset when the leftists say that a 5-year-old has been detained, but in reality, his piece of father fled on foot, leaving a 5-year-old behind? What a piece of human trash. You never have anything to say about that. None of you leftists ever have anything to say about that. All you want to talk about is, oh my gosh, they're militarizing the streets. You know what? What's your name today? Skip? Hey, Skip, I voted for this. I voted for all of this. I knew the optics battle was going to come. I knew loser, emotional leftists like you would be salty, and I don't care. Your thoughts and your opinions on this don't influence me at all. You spend all of this time. You spend all of this time waiting on hold to push. No, it's my show, you idiot. Get your own show. So here's the thing. Oh, you listen to it every day. You'll stay on hold for hours. What are you talking about? What on earth are you talking about? You stay on the hold and you wait to get your point across. You find me on Twitter and you dude, I'm living in your head rent free. And I don't think about you at all. I don't care about you. Your life is obviously pathetic. You are obviously a sad man.
You still haven't told me one left-leaning thing I've ever said.
You just told me that ICE is detaining American citizens. What?
That's left-leaning?
No. That's leftist narrative spin. You leave out the part when they're punching ICE agents, throwing water bottles that are frozen at ICE agents. You leave out the part when they're climbing on roofs and firing guns at ICE agents. You leave out the part where they're ambushing facilities in Prairieland. Excuse me. Have you seen what's going on in Memphis? You see, when local officials cooperate with federal officials, you actually have a much safer operation on the street. Nobody is getting hurt. Just bad guys getting detained. We're actually let me explain. Let me explain to you, because I know that you're a Republican from New Jersey. Actually, we have saved hundreds of missing kids in Memphis by partnering with the feds. They have detained thousands of illegal aliens in Memphis by partnering with the feds. The crime rate has plummeted by partnering with the feds. What on earth up in New Jersey do you have to say to me? Isn't incest illegal? Incest is legal in your state? Did you know that? Is that what's going on with you? Is that why you have a hard time comprehending the words that are coming out of my mouth? I don't really know why you continue to call into this radio station.
So I live in a pretty upscale town in New Jersey.
I'm sure you do. What exit?
Ironically, very close to Donnie.
Okay,
and
great.
You're right. I wish we had Venezuelan gangs in my town. We need more murderers and rapists. I'd love to have more of them. So that's why it's a totally valid question when you say, are you for murderers? Are you for rapists?
Your
Yes,
your opposition to ICE when they're out there doing hard work, dangerous work, and they want to get home to their families is disgusting.
I know you're dumb, but are you deaf as well?
Oh, here we go. Here we go. What would make me deaf, sir?
If they were doing what you actually said, that would be wonderful. The problem is what percentage of the people they detain are actually illegal, violent criminals? What percentage?
You want to know something fun? All of them, actually, 100% of the illegal aliens, 100% of the illegal aliens are criminals because you broke a law to get in here. And I'm not the guy that said we should only go after the worst first. I actually think we should expand it. And I don't care if they're going after abuelas if they're here illegally. You know what would stop that? It would help them go after the violent first? If local officials in Democrat cities would allow the feds in their prisons and jails, you wouldn't have to worry about it. The operations wouldn't be taking place on the street. And then you wouldn't have the abuela selling tamales getting swept up. So then your call should be to NPR in Minnesota, and you should talk to those losers about it instead of calling me and arguing with me and calling me dumb.
Will you keep your pie holes quiet for a sec?
No,
I support them going into the jails 1,000%. I don't know why Democratic lawmakers don't let them in the jails. That's incredibly stupid.
Then take up your frustration with them. I don't really have time for you. 1115-615-737-9986. 615-737-9986. I'm sorry. I don't get angry that often. That guy's just been annoying me. He calls in all the time.
Yeah, I think that's his third call this week.
I would deport every single illegal alien. Like, I don't understand what the issue is with that. You're here illegally. I think you need to go. I encourage you to self-deport. You'd get a stipend on the way out. You maybe be allowed to come back into the country someday. But the vast majority of these illegal aliens need to go, whether they committed an additional crime or not. It doesn't change how I feel about this situation. We had 20 million plus illegal aliens flood into the country under Joe Biden. We probably already had 20 million plus illegal aliens in this country to start with. How on earth are you going to assimilate that many illegal aliens? How? No, nobody on this side is clamoring for a Reagan-style amnesty. The Democrats promised that would be it. That would be it. And we knew that was a lie. I'm just, I'm over this stuff. These Democrats who call in and pretend to be independents, it is just bovine scatology. Nobody believes you're an independent. No one. You're an activist, just like the rest of them. And you're wasting my time. So, I'm sorry. A little heated. Is this how Murphy feels all the time? Murphy texted me. That's why I mess with him. He said, I love it. Strong like bull. Strong like, thank you. I can't with these people. I can't. If you're not supporting ICE and the operations that they're doing, then yes, you are defending illegal aliens. You're defending child rapists. You're defending murderers. You're defending gang members. If you didn't want the operations in the street, talk to your Democrat leadership and allow them in the prisons and jails. There you go. I mean, the problem is not on our side. The problem is clearly full stop on the left. So 615-737-9986. Let's go to Joe in Spring Hill. What's up, Joe?
I'm on.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, Chris, good morning. Thanks for taking the call. I was just telling the screener, I go, the one thing we have to celebrate, and I've said this to you a few years back, is the diversity of the audience of the Chris Hand Show. I mean, we have everything from the most intelligent, articulate individuals right down to the mental invalids that are the catalyst for my phone calls half the time. And I'll be honest with you, Chris, this guy lost me the minute he said he biked 20 miles a day. Because as a guy that drives around Williamson County in a truck, when I see guys in their 50s with their little spandex on bicycles in the middle of Pinewood Road out near Leaper's Fork, it just upsets me to no end.
Yeah.
The other thing I wanted to talk about, just really quick, the cabinet that President Trump has put together, I think it was Monday this week, and I called him, but it was too late in the day. I've